All right, Tony Brueski, how bitter were things and what was going on in the lives of Jared Bridegan and his ex, Shana, at the time of the murder?
I think quite bitter. And as we can see from the filings, the many filings that have been going back for quite some time in this custody battle, there wasn't a whole lot of peace in that relationship and not a whole lot of, I guess, both parents being on the same page of trying to do what's best for the kids. Not to say that one wasn't, but I think what you have going on here is not only the toxicity of that, but very likely, at least from my estimations and many of the psychologists that I've talked to on our program, probably a personality disorder, I would guess, going on. I'm not here to diagnose anybody, but I'm going to guess we probably have something of that going on in the world of Shana Gardner as well.
We break down this case and what it's ultimately about. It's a battle for children and control of the children. And the reality is, once Jared is out of the picture, then Shana, at least temporarily until she gets arrested for murder, gets what she's wanted the whole time: complete control.
Yeah, without a doubt. Ultimately, when you have an individual like this, probably with some narcissistic tendencies, or maybe the full-blown, disorder going on here, they'll stop at nothing to get what they want, and they don't really view it as they're doing anything wrong. They're in their mind, this is what is correct. This is how things should be going, and anything that I view as the correct way of raising these children is going to be the way it's going to go. And unfortunately, as we see so many times, that ends up being a parent that finds it justified to eliminate the other parents to try and get to that means, quite often in very foolish ways, in which they get caught very quickly.
Tony Brueski, what do we know about the love affair between Shana and Mario? Do we know anything about this?
I think that's a big question. What an odd couple to begin with. Meeting at the CrossFit gym, her coming from a lot of money, a lot of wealth, really, probably, could go out and find anyone she wants, but she goes with this gentleman. I'm curious as to what the motives are there. What was there an ulterior motive here all along? Did she want someone who would do some bidding for her, maybe do some of the dirty work in her life that she didn't want to handle herself, and she saw him as possibly maybe that man to do that? But I think it's very curious, the whole relationship in general, because it doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense, especially even to this day. Now that we're saying it's an estranged couple, but they're still going to be tried together. But who's going to throw who under the bus first? It's going to be a very interesting thing to watch in a very bizarre relationship to begin with.